What if death wasn't the end? Drifting through the ocean is a jellyfish smaller than a fingernail, an animal that can live forever. When its life should end, it starts again. And the secret behind this immortality could change everything. In the vastness of the world's oceans, a creature smaller than a grain of rice drifts unnoticed. Turritopsis, Dohrnii, the so-called immortal jellyfish, measures just 4 to 4.5 millimeters across, its bell barely the width of a fingernail. Transparent and delicate, it pulses quietly through warm, sheltered waters. From the Mediterranean's rocky coves to the blue lagoons of the Caribbean and the Pacific shores of Japan, this jellyfish has found a foothold wherever coastlines offer calm and food is plentiful. Its reach extends far beyond its size, carried in ship ballast tanks and on gentle currents, making its home in bays and harbors across the globe. In the open sea, the jellyfish is almost invisible, a fleeting spark against the deep. Yet, this tiny body holds a secret that has traveled farther and lasted longer than most creatures many times its size. Most jellyfish follow a rhythm as old as the sea itself. Life begins as a planula, a tiny ciliated larva drifting with the current for a few days before settling onto a solid surface. There it transforms into a polyp, a stalk-like colony anchored to rock or shell, quietly budding new individuals. From these polyps, a new form emerges. The medusa, bell-shaped and free-swimming, breaks away to roam the open water. This is the stage most people recognize, a translucent dome surrounded by a fringe of 80 or more fine tentacles, each one armed to snare plankton and microscopic creatures passing by. The medusa grows, feeds, and eventually releases eggs and sperm into the sea, completing the cycle. For most species, this is where the story ends. The adult medusa lives out its days, then fades, leaving behind the next generation to begin again. In every detail, Turritopsis Dohrnii seems to follow this ancient pattern: planula, polyp, medusa, and back to the start. When the immortal jellyfish faces hardship, whether from a sudden chill, a wound, or the slow hunger of an empty sea, it does not simply wither away. Instead, the medusa contracts, its bell folding inward as the once graceful tentacles withdraw and vanish. The body shrinks, losing its shape, until it becomes a tiny, pulsing cyst that drifts to the ocean floor or clings to a sheltered rock. This cyst, no longer feeding or swimming, seems lifeless at first glance. Yet inside, a transformation is already underway. Over the course of hours or days, the cyst creeps slowly along the surface, searching for a safe place to begin again. Then, as if rewinding time, a new polyp emerges, delicate and translucent, anchored firmly in place. From this reborn colony, fresh medusae will one day bud and break free, each one carrying the memory of cycles past. Scientists have observed this reversal, not just once, but over and over in laboratory tanks, sometimes more than 20 times from a single genetic line. The spectacle defies ordinary rules of aging, revealing a choreography that is both ancient and astonishingly adaptable. Inside the cyst, a silent revolution unfolds. The adult jellyfish's cells do not simply retreat, they rewrite their own identity. This process, known as cellular transdifferentiation, is rare in the animal kingdom. Specialized cells from the medusa's bell and inner canals shed their former roles, dissolving boundaries that once defined muscle, nerve, or skin. Freed from their past, these cells begin to divide and reorganize, building the scaffolding of a new polyp from the inside out. At the heart of this transformation, the jellyfish's genome surges into action. DNA repair mechanisms intensify, patching and restoring the code that guides each cell. Telomeres, protective caps at the ends of chromosomes that usually fray with age, are rebuilt, erasing the usual marks of time. Many of the genes active during this stage are still unknown, their functions hinted at only by the glow of molecular activity seen in laboratory studies. What is clear is that the jellyfish's genome orchestrates a return to youth, allowing a single individual to begin again, as if death were only a pause in the story. Each reversal is a testament to the power hidden within a few millimeters of drifting life. Yet even a vulnerable creature that rewinds its own story is not beyond harm. In the open water, the medusa's delicate bell and trailing tentacles make easy prey for hungry fish larvae and other small predators. Disease, too, finds its way into these transparent bodies. Bacterial infections, like those from Vibrio species, can sweep through a colony in days, leaving only empty husks behind. Extreme conditions bring their own dangers. Water colder than 5 degrees Celsius or hotter than 30 degrees Celsius will halt the reversal, ending the cycle for good. Most immortal jellyfish do not survive long in the wild. Their ability to reset aging is remarkable, but it cannot shield them from the perils of the sea. Scientists like Maria Pia Miglietta and Chiara Piraino devote years to decoding the jellyfish's secrets, not for spectacle, but for what this animal reveals about the nature of regeneration. The complete genome, released as TUR _R 2.0.1 in 2025, is now a resource for researchers comparing the jellyfish's DNA repair and cell reprogramming pathways to those in other animals. Yet, even as labs explore possible links to aging and medicine, the field moves with caution. In 2022, a proposed patent for a so-called Immortality peptide was withdrawn after ethical and regulatory pushback. For now, Turritopsis Dohrnii stands as a model, remarkable but not a miracle cure, reminding science to balance hope with humility. Science now looks to a jellyfish for clues to aging, yet true immortality remains out of reach. If nature has already discovered the secret of immortality, what else is hidden beneath the waves?